very seriously. And you can see that from their shot earlier as they came through the tunnel. Seems like we've been here before. Yes, it is Groundhog Day. And we welcome you to this presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Greg Anthony as well as Brett Barry. And we'll be catching up a bit from the sideline with David Aldridge. A moment now to look at the year-to-year scoring output and how it has been trending for Buddy Hield.
And looking at his offensive numbers from the past few years, it seems like teams around the league have kind of figured him out. He's having to work a lot harder for his points, and they haven't been coming nearly as easily as they used to.
Now let's send it down to David Aldridge, standing by from the sidelines. David?
Thank you, Kevin. Last season, James Harden moved past Larry Bird on the career points list. Harden said, passing one of the greatest ever is a great honor. I just got to continue to build because at the end of the day, I want my name to be mentioned with those greats. Well, it already is. Guys?
I agree, David. Every word of it. Absolutely. Thank you. Here are the starters for Brooklyn. They've got Edwards, Harden out there with Kyrie Irving. And it's Claxton in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And for the Kings, they've got Tyrese Halliburton, B out there with Holmes. Then there's Harrison Barnes. And it's Mitchell in at the 2-guard. And Greg, at this point in the year, if your system overall doesn't seem to be working, how much can you really change before the offseason?
Well, usually a system change would come with a coaching change, but sometimes it's not the system. And sometimes you just need a different voice. And keep in mind, you also have to evaluate that roster and find out if the players on that roster are a good match for the system.
Here's Halliburton. Here's Barnes. And that one is good.
Using every bit of muscle he's got on that one. What can I say? Harrison Barnes likes to get in and attack.
Banked in off the glass.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
Now here's Barnes. They count on his contributions, currently providing 16.5 points a game. Holmes trying to free himself up. And yes, it's good.
And we always talk about making your teammate better. That assist was right on target.
A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. And there's the foul. It'll go on Tyrese Halliburton. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
Brooklyn with the ball. Harden with it. Right now he averages nearly 23 points a game, a relentless offensive force. 6 on the shot clock. For the 3. No good on that one. So the Kings will take it the other way. They're getting their first look of the season at the Nets in this one.
It's an East versus West matchup tonight. First meeting of the year between these two.
Yeah, it's fun to see maybe strangers because you just aren't familiar with these faces here tonight. This will be a very exciting game to watch.
And the thing about Richaun Holmes is that he's really focused on his craft as a big.
And I like GA the fact that he doesn't really go too far outside of his lane. He has great timing on his cuts. He stays on the inside and will provide some physicality. He'll shoot high percentage shots, and he really just does a great job of playing to his strengths.
The Nets have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Harden the pass to Claxton. They get a hand on it. B guarded by Harden. And they pick up 2. B's got his second bucket.
Impressive start here. That's 5 straight makes to start the game.
Now, here is Harden. 23 points his last outing. From downtown, buries the long-range jumper.
Shooting 4 of 5 to start the game. That's got to be a feel-good.
Barnes outside. And in this first quarter, about 3 minutes played. And the dunk by Barnes.
Barnes making that dunk look really easy.
And it's Harden with the ball for the Nets. 4-point game. There's the pass to Claxton. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. Irving's got 3 assists now in this one. For Seattle, they've gone a perfect 6 for 6 in the game up to this point. On the wing, Barnes. Passes it to Holmes. And Holmes throws it down.
That's a pretty easy opportunity for a teammate, all courtesy of Harrison Barnes.
And the first timeout called of the game for Brooklyn.
Whether things are good, bad, or indifferent, coaches will have adjustments to make throughout the course of the game.
They're not just there to pump up or to discipline players. You got to make sure that the coach makes the proper adjustments and has his team in the right mindset to carry it out.
Catching up on the changes for Seattle. Damian Jones is checked in for Richaun Holmes. That too comes in for B. Harkless is checked in for Harrison Barnes. And Hield subbed in for Mitchell.
Yeah, that's the kind of passing that opens up the eyes to Blake Griffin's overall talent.
Hield, the pass to Medu. Back to Hield.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
.153 left here in the opening quarter. And Mills kicks to Griffin. Back to Mills. A 3-ball. And again, Brooklyn with the triples.
Yeah, that's 2 straight 3-pointers they've allowed.
Kings have gone 8 of 8. What a hot start for them. Halliburton passes to Harkless. 1:27 left here in the first quarter. And the basket by Jones.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
Now Mills. He provides a good amount of offense for the team, averaging around 11.5 points a game. Out of bounds. Seattle will take possession. And a chance now to see how teams are faring across the league. Here's the latest edition of the Power Rankings. You take a look at the 76ers. They're gaining on some of the teams above them, trying hard to crack into that top 5.
Well, right now for the Kings, they're still sorting out their roster, trying to find a way to unlock their full potential in a holding pattern, if you will. And that could change, though, at any moment.
Nets trail by 4. Outside Griffin. 51 seconds left to play in the first quarter.
And for a player with Blake Griffin's physical makeup, it was a big adjustment when he had to deal with injury issues. He's really had to reshape his body and his game.
It's his first trip to the line. The first free throw is good.
There's some unique qualities to the play of Blake Griffin, a big with incredible handles and passing skills who can still throw it down.
Ellis, who's checked in for the Kings. And a change for the Nets. Thomas is checked in. Griffin hits them both. And it's the Kings with the ball. And here is Hield. He's definitely a factor in their offense, averaging 12 points a game. Pass to Jones. Yes, and it's Ellis picking up the assist.
They own the interior right now. 10 straight points coming from inside.
We've got 33 seconds left in the first. Bounce pass, Mills. Thomas dishes to Mills. Not going to go that time. Seattle goes the other way with it. Here's Ellis. A look at his stats. He averages a bit over 8 points a game over Thomas, and it's Seattle with another.
Punch, counter punch. Impressive offensive production early on.
Who's going to miss first? Every time one team scores, the other team right back at you.
Damian Jones
He's gone 2 for 2 at the line so far.
Third team foul.
First one falls for him. The Nets making a switch here.
At the line for 2.
Both free throws good from Griffin. Healed outside. Shoots over Milk. And it's wow, he nails the buzzer beater.
Resourceful move there, ending the period on a high note.
Great way to end the quarter there. Team is pumped up.
And they're scoring pretty well as we conclude the first quarter. Kings lead by 6. And the second quarter will get underway just after this short. Well, plenty of firepower, but Kyrie Irving committed to digging in at the defensive end as well.
I wouldn't be able to do it without our bigs and our consistent effort from our wings as well, helping me out. I may not make the right play every time on the defensive end, but we're doing a great job of covering for one another, and I cover for my teammates as well as they cover for me. So, that's just a tribute to our team's success on the defensive end.
Now it's been a real focus, hasn't it, Greg, for them to tighten things up defensively.
And it's a collective effort, so even the scorers have to be engaged and exert themselves in order to get stops.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far, halfway through the first half in this one. And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for Seattle?
Really some great drives to the basket here early on for these guys.
Another part of the game tonight where they've been effective is to get points in the paint.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, as the second quarter gets going. So for Brooklyn now, we've got Thomas out there with Mills. Then there's Griffin, and it's Sharp in at the 5 spot. And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, the Brooklyn Nets are creating a fresh legacy. Kevin Durant says it's new energy. One of the first teams in Nets history where fans are expecting us to do good things. The basketball culture is deep in Brooklyn, and they're looking for a team to latch on to. Well, guys, it looks like they found a good one.
I agree, David. Thanks. Catching up on the changes for Seattle. Richaun Holmes, he's checked in for Jones. He comes in for Metu. And it's Mitchell in for Harkless. Pass to Edwards. Inside, here's Sharp. Count the bucket, coming off a perfectly placed assist. Greg, you're a former player, and now the father of a young NBA star. What's it like to see the next generation of NBA talent move into the league?
Oh, it's an incredible feeling because we all feel like we're a part of this NBA family. And to see the stars we have today, the character they have, the way they approach the game, man, this is the best time ever to be an NBA fan.
Mills finds Brown. Ball's knocked loose. Second quarter of action, about a minute and a half played. Holmes, good.
They are just killing them on the interior.
And so it's Mills who will bring it up for the Brooklyn Nets. They trail by 11. They'll be off next to Utah for a meeting with the Jazz. And that game will be 4 out of 5 on the road for the team.
Well, there's a couple things that Patty is working on to be a better player in this league, and finding the open man is one of them.
Healed the pass to B. Holmes trying to free himself up, and the basket is good. B's got the lead up to 11 now for Seattle.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
Brooklyn's gone 3 of 4 from long range in the game. Now a timeout call by Brooklyn. In addition to going over the game plan and making whatever necessary adjustments have to be made, Greg, this timeout also the time for players to get rehydrated or hydrate for the first time with some Gatorade. Plenty of basketball still to be played here, and they have to get recharged.
That's a great point. Without proper hydration, a player can completely run out of gas down the stretch of a game. And that's something that none of these guys can afford to have happen. If you're going to battle all the way to the finish, you have got to be hydrated.
Harrison Barnes, he's checked in for Ellis.
And while his ability to score gets so much attention, Harden demonstrating why he's also regarded as an elite level passer.
Barnes passes to B. That's his 4th basket of the game, and he's only taken 4 shots off to a good start.
and they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Covered by Barnes. Edwards kicks to Irving. Fires for three. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
Well, he's seeing everything right now. Fantastic job pulling the trigger when he's open.
Mitchell up top, guarded by Harden. Barnes against Edwards. Shot clock at 6. Oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot.
Second team foul.
When you look at Harrison Barnes shooting, it's clear he's all about efficiency.
He wants to make the most out of every touch, and he's doing just that by shooting consistently. He's clearly put in the work to dial in his shot and limit wasted opportunities.
Looking at who's out there now for the Nets. Johnson, he's checked in for Edwards. He comes in for Kyrie Irving, and it's Bembry in for James Harden. And Davion Mitchell gets the whistle that time.
Mitchell.
That is his first foul of the game.
Personal foul. First team foul.
Johnson surveying the floor. Here's Claxton. He has 6. Clock at 6. To the middle. Here's B. That's good, and it's Johnson with the assist. B's got 5.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Johnson against Barnes. Holmes trying to free himself up. Down it goes for his 3rd basket in as many tries.
Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage.
Nets trail by 10. 1:46 left to play in the first half. And he drives in and blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. Johnson, that's for 2. They get it back. Holmes trying to free himself up. Tough break there, shot after shot. They couldn't get anything to fall. Barnes dishes to Heel. Back to Barnes. And the pass to Mitchell. It's good. And now it's a 12-point Kings lead.
Excellent play. Just adding fuel to the fire and really trying to put this one out of reach.
This is what great players try to do. They're not allowing the opposition to gain any kind of hope to try and get back in the game.
Here's Bembry. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game.
This is a rough stretch right here for him offensively. Seems to be rushing shots.
There's the call on James Johnson. That is his first foul of the game.
Personal foul.
Big group substitution here for Seattle. Jones checked in for Rashawn Holmes. That 2 comes in for B. Harkless is checked in for Barnes. And Halliburton subbed in for Mitchell. Griffin's checked in for Brooklyn. And we just got a second look there at the exceptional Mobile 1 block.
And this is how you protect and grow a lead, by making a huge effort on that end of the floor.
Healed outside. 43 seconds left here in the second.
Well, nice to see Hield on the runway right there, taking flight.
Nets trail by 14. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
To the left wing. Nets passing it around. And again, no good by Brooklyn.
Well, if he's going to keep shooting, they've got to run some plays for him. Screens, pick and rolls, anything they can do to get him started.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
And this is his second trip to the line in the game.
1 plus the penalty. 2 shots.
As we've gotten closer to halftime, their style has become more and more physical.
Brooklyn's gotten a success rate of just over 50% from three-point tonight. 4 of 7 shooting. And there's the call on Jones. That's foul number 2 for him.
Substitution for your Kings.
"16 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Jones against Griffin. Will it go? Lays it up off the glass. Griffin's got 6.
Blake Griffin is still very, very strong, and that solid foundation in base is helping him on the inside.
And so it's Seattle. Their lead at 15 going into the break. They've had such great ball movement and shot selection, and it's led to a terrific field goal percentage. Back to the action after this word.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson alongside Shaquille O'Neal and the Jet, Kenny Smith. Let's get to it. A tremendous game we're seeing from Buddy Hield. He had 14 points and 1 rebound. He didn't perform up to his standards in their last game. Tonight's a different story. He obviously has a short memory. How about you, Kenny? What did you think about this home team?
They're going right to the rim, finishing every chance they get. The D was helpless trying to stop them and beating them inside. I love the relentlessness and the aggressive style. This is how you impose your will on another team.
And over to the big fella, your thoughts on the Nets?
The shooting percentage they allow was through the roof. The coach should absolutely be ripping into the defensive effort. I think you take some pride on the other end. Just lock it in, lock it in, lock it in.
And that's going to do it for us here. The second half of action is coming your way.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. Really an incredible game from Buddy Hield.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him, really staying focused on quality shots.
Yeah, this is showing that they're not going to play at anybody else's pace but their own.
Seattle leading by 15. We've got Rashawn Holmes. Barnes out there with B. Then there's Tyrese Halliburton. And it's Mitchell in at the shooting guard. That's Alvin Gentry's 5 as we get into the second half. Halliburton outside. And they'll get another chance. B the pass to Holmes. And 3 chances on that possession, but they just couldn't find a way to score. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Thank you for the baton, Kevin. Kyrie Irving, of course, marches to the beat of his own drum. At times, that might rub people the wrong way. Kyrie says, I've learned lessons. That's the most beautiful and exciting part, just the growth. What I'm saying is, it's always been bigger than the game for me. And guys, you have to respect his willingness to go it alone.
You do indeed, D.A. Thank you for that portrait. On the free throw, no good. Halliburton with it. Pass to B. 8 feet away. Second chance effort. And the layup good by Holmes. Holmes got 6 points.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Outside Edwards. Irving for 3. Hits it from 3-point range. Irving's got his second basket of the night.
When you make shots like that, Kyrie is showing just how confident he is in his offensive ability.
And more than one observer, Greg, has called Irving the most entertaining player in the game. What do you think?
A lot of competition for that distinction. But Irving does some things that no one else can, at least at his level. And then you never know when he's going to give us a juicy soundbite. That makes 3 in a row to start the second half.
the pass to Halliburton. Here's Mitchell. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Mitchell. An outstanding defensive play to earn the Mobile One block.
And boy, did he get up quick to reject that shot. That's as fundamental as defense gets.
Nets trail by 10. On the wing, Irving. And now around 2 minutes gone by in this half. Again, the Nets for two.
I'm not sure what the coach said at halftime, but whatever it did, it's lit a fire. They're now 4 of 4 from the field to start their offense here in the second half.
Right on the bucket.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
Yeah, feels like Christmas right now, just gift wrapping points.
And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
First personal foul.
Just a smooth player who reads the floor incredibly well. Harden is always looking to get his teammates involved.
Brooklyn shooting the 6th attempt at the free throw line tonight.
And they've done some really nice work at the foul line, knocking down 80%.
The Kings making a switch here. Kings checked in. And that one misses.
And really an incredible playmaker his entire career. The Harden has taken that up a notch, and he now often looks for his teammates first.
Barnes passes to King. It's tipped, and so it looks like the Kings will retain possession here. Matthews checked in for the Kings. Hield comes in for Halliburton.
Buddy Hield.
Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. And huge assist totals for Harden, which is also a reflection, Greg, of the talent around him. Oh!
The adjustments they've made offensively, they're putting guys in a position now to succeed.
Yeah, possession's just way more efficient, I think, here tonight. Taking smarter, better shots, moving the ball around. That's helped them to get back in the ballgame.
Pass to Hield. Shoots it up. And they get it back. He kicks to Barnes. Got a piece of it. And he gets it back. King, the pass to Hield. Shot clock at 3. Mitchell. He clangs that one off the back end. And down it falls. Mitchell's got 8. And so it's Irving. He brings it up for the Brooklyn Nets. Their defense has only allowed 6 points in the second half. Here's Sharp, and good that time. He has 6.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. That's out of bounds. Seattle retains possession.
Kings ball.
Some changes for Seattle. Jones checked in for Harrison Barnes. Reese Harkless comes in for King. And it's Ellison for Mitchell. Brooklyn making some changes. Hield outside. There's the 3. Rebound, Brooklyn.
Well, the D really getting away with one there. No one on him. And that's going to be good 9 out of 10 times.
Launches a 3. Out that one. And the Kings lead has been cut down to 3 on the bucket from B.
And whatever intensity was lacking there in the first half, you're seeing it on display here now.
You asked for those hustle plays earlier in the game. We're seeing them now.
Here's Harkless. Hield outside. 5 on the clock. All alone. Nice spin off the left rim and in. And the Kings lead by 5.
No doubt about the consistency when it comes to scoring the basketball for him tonight. A real nice lift for their offense.
Feeds to Griffin. It's stolen by Jones. Now here's Ellis, covered by Mills. The offensive rebound, and Harkless slams it in.
That is a
product of pure effort, guys.
I agree, and that's nothing new coming from him, GA. He loves going to work on the rebounding, going to work on the board.
Stick with fundamentals there. Shot goes up, box.
James Johnson.
Well, known for his athleticism, Johnson can sneak up on you, and that time, that dunk looking second nature.
And it's the Kings with the ball. 17 points was their biggest margin. Our next game is in San Francisco, so a road game with the Warriors. That'll be just one game played away from home for them. Pass to Harkless. 6 to shoot. Some nice ball movement here by Seattle. Blake Griffin pulls it in. Nets trail by 5. 3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Here's B. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
For Brooklyn, they have shot 67% from the line tonight, going 4-6. And the free throw, no good.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Ellis kicks to Hield. Johnson with the block.
Well, if you can use that athleticism on offense, why not try it on defense? James Johnson putting his 7'1" wingspan to great use.
With 1 on the clock, and the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. And that does it for the third quarter. Both teams clicking offensively as we approach the fourth quarter. Seattle ahead. They're up by 5. And do not go away, as we'll be back in just a few moments with the start of our fourth quarter coming up next. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
Yeah, those are the kind of plays that you want to put on a canvas. Just beautiful basketball.
We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. Setting the floor for the Nets. Mills out there with Bembry. Then there's Griffin. Then there's B. And it's Johnson in at the power forwards position.
For him, it's harder to miss that shot than it is to make that shot. I think he was anticipating a bit of a bump there.
Halliburton for 3. Bangs home the trifecta. And the Kings lead by 8.
Not shot from outside. There's no doubt about that. Spreading the floor and getting them up.
And here's Mills from the arc. Cans it from downtown.
Becoming more and more complete on the offensive end. Mills shows he can shoot it off the bounce, keeping the defender honest.
Now here's Ellis. Defense right on him. Here's Hield. A beautiful reverse layup.
That's just cold-blooded right there. He's taking no prisoners.
Confidence is sensational, and it feels like no one is going to stop him tonight from scoring.
Now a timeout called by Brooklyn.
And coach can't be happy, and I think I know why. Their defense putting up no resistance inside.
No, they're not preventing them from scoring. And if you can get to a high-efficiency shot on the floor, and that's the paint, you just keep going.
And some changes here for the Kings. Barnes, who's checked in for Ellis. And it's Mitchell in for Hield. Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Thanks. During the break, this was what was going on in Steve Nash's huddle. He said, we're too concerned with their shooters right now. We've got to close off the inside. They are gutting us. Lead it with his guys. Come on, let's take a stand. Kevin?
Thank you, David. Here's Harden. And the layup's good off the glass.
And that's a nice play. Harden sure knows how to use that body and length inside.
Barnes outside. Shoots the 3. That falls. Nice feed that time from Halliburton. Halliburton's got 3 assists now in this one. And so it's Harden bringing it up for the Brooklyn Nets. It's a 10-point game. Always going up for the alley-oop here. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
James Harden.
And hard to decide which was better, the pass, the catch, or the slam.
Oh, there's no wrong answer. Sensational alley-oop. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
Pretty focused play right there from Harrison Barnes, showing he has what it takes to convert sometimes those challenging buckets like that one there.
Irving's checked in for the Nets. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Kings.
They've been penetrating with a certain amount of ease, guys, just as much in this half as the first.
The other thing they've done is had penetrating passes inside, in the interior, plenty of points in the paint.
Mitchell in the corner. That's tipped. Irving looking over the floor. And again, Brooklyn with the triple.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
Yeah, the coach pretty smart for zoning in on him and giving him opportunity.
Oh, that was
And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game.
Well, there's a swagger out there. You can see it on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either. I'm glad we got to see the Mobile One block once more. What a play.
And guys, that is lockdown defense at its finest, going right at the shot and then able to knock it away.
Kings leading now by 8. Oh, and the dunk by Barnes.
How about Harrison Barnes playing with a little bit of flair out there?
Brooklyn's gone 2 for 2 from three-point land to start the fourth quarter. Puts it up from 12, and it's in after a nice bounce off the right side.
If you came to watch a scoring battle, you're in the right place.
Well, both of these teams locked in on the offensive end. It's going to be a high-scoring affair tonight.
And here's Mitchell from the arc. And again, Seattle with the triple.
Kind of like playing in the rec league, little to no defense on that possession, and the easiest three-pointer you can imagine.
Here's Irving. Beyond the arc. Barnes grabs the miss. Barnes has got 4 rebounds now tonight. And out of bounds as Brooklyn gains possession. Irving against Mitchell. Uncovered. And it falls over the rim and in.
And Kyrie doing a good job of just setting everybody up, making sure there's a great pace and tempo to each possession offensively.
Halliburton on the wing. Kicks it out to Mitchell. There's the triple. That falls. Nice feed that time from Halliburton. Halliburton's got 5 assists tonight. Timeout called the Nets. They trail by 12. A minute 42 left in the fourth quarter. And now let's present our New Balance player of the game, James Harden.
And his percentage from the field tonight seems almost made up. I didn't think it was possible to have that kind of success shooting the basketball. You need a little bit of luck, a bunch of hard work, and a whole lot of talent.
Here's Claxton. He just cannot miss. 8 up, 8 in. Flawless.
Well, Kyrie Irving being unselfish there, making a nice play for his guys.
Seattle leading by 10. 1:31 left to play in the final quarter. And Holmes throws it down.
And he might be small for a center, but boy, can he jump out of the building.
Harden the pass to Claxton. Let's go. And it's off the back rim. No good.
He's going to be shaking his head on that one. Knows he missed an easy one.
Yeah, you can't make them all, and you for sure you want him taking that kind of shot.
Nets trail by 12.
And there's no doubt about this one. Playing with a lot of confidence tonight. It's a statement victory for the Heat.
Two great rebounding teams.
And these guys worked just a little bit harder tonight, and that was the edge they needed.
And so they'll stretch their victory total to 19 on the season.
And so they win their first game against this squad. It's a 2-game season series, and they'll be going for the sweep the next time they face off. And you have to look back at this and see the huge game it was for Buddy Hield.
Now, those points he had tonight, all critical, all from energy and activity. He just never seemed to stop.
Claxton. And they cash in right away with the quick shot.
Look, it's always great to get into a rhythm, but do it when it matters.
Yeah, it's tough to mount a comeback like this and then fall so short. I'm sure that's weighing on them just a little bit.
And once they smelled blood in the water, you could see the killer instinct take over.
Yeah, up until that point, a competitive game. But once they broke through that barrier, it was all them. Complete control.
How about that move? You'll see very few players able to pull off. Just sensational stuff.
Oh, that's blocked. And they recover it. B the pass to Halliburton. From down in the low post, it goes. So the Kings win it. A confident win and one where they clearly showed the greater effort.
Yeah, I mean, it was a solid performance, particularly here at home. And I think they built off that edge of being here and playing with just a little more confidence than their opponent.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks very much, buddy. You're coming off the bench now. How have you responded to being in that sixth-man role?
Look at this professional, man. You come in, you ready, and Coach call your number, go out there and hoop, man. I've been hooping for a long time. I did my rocks from the Bahamas and Pinedale, and that's been my story, man. I'm just blessed to be out here to play NBA game, and regardless of what happens, man, I'm thankful to be playing.
Well, you're handling your business well, young man. Congrats on the win. Back to you.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Brent Barry, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our 2K Sports crew. So long, everyone.